Medals, trophies, world titles, they're won during training. When I step into the cage, I'm just there to collect them. This quote from Ilia Topuria isn't just motivational. It's a window into how elite performers think. For most fighters, the battle starts the moment the cage closes. For Topuria, the real war is fought long before that. Before the lights, before the press conferences, even before the weight cut. His mindset reframes everything. By the time fight night arrives, the job is already done. What he's walking into is not a test. It's a ceremony. He's just showing up to claim what's already his. This way of thinking isn't arrogance. It's the result of calculated preparation and absolute belief in his system. The fight is no longer a gamble. It's not even stressful. It becomes a formality, a stage where what's already been earned in private is recognized in public. This is the psychological gap that separates world-class performers from the rest. They don't react to results. They predict them. And the most dangerous fighter in the world isn't the one with something to prove. It's the one who's already convinced, long before the first punch, that he cannot be denied. Radical belief in the invisible. Ilia Topuria does something most people can't understand. He celebrates his victory before it even happens. In interviews, this is often misunderstood, mistranslated, or dismissed as ego or superstition. But what's happening is far deeper than that. He's not visualizing a fantasy. He's not trying to manifest success in some abstract, mystical way. He knows that if he's done everything, if he's trained beyond exhaustion, disciplined every hour, and sharpened every angle of his game, then the result is already inevitable. The seed has already been planted. And this is where most people fail to grasp the power of Topuria's mindset. The world sees just dirt, no results yet, no applause, no belt. But he sees the seed. He sees the tree that's coming. He doesn't hope it will grow. He knows. And because of that belief, he waters it, feeds it, protects it daily. That's what separates belief from delusion. Work. Ilia isn't deluded. He's deadly realistic. His confidence comes not from wishing, but from preparing so thoroughly that doubt doesn't stand a chance. He doesn't need the world to recognize him yet. He recognizes himself. And that recognition allows him to act like a champion before he's crowned. The real victory is internal. There's something Ilia Topuria has made clear over and over, even if few people seem to hear it. When I've done everything, when I've trained perfectly, made weight, become the best version of myself, that's already the win. What happens in the fight can't take that from me. That's the heart of his mindset. The true victory isn't a belt or a paycheck or the headlines. The real victory is personal. It's the quiet moment where he knows he's pushed himself to the edge, and he didn't blink. It's the peace that comes from having no regrets. Because here's the truth. Most people live with the haunting question, what if I had really gone all in? Topuria doesn't ask that. He's answered it, and that answer sets him free. When you've poured everything into the process, your time, your energy, your obsession, and become your absolute highest self, you no longer fear the outcome. Win or lose, no one can say you didn't become your best. No one can take that version of you away. That kind of internal victory makes you untouchable. And ironically, that's why he wins so much. The psychology of the unshakable. Ilia Topuria operates with something called an internal locus of control. That means he doesn't outsource responsibility. He doesn't rely on luck, critics, or external validation. Everything begins and ends with him. This is a rare trait, especially in professional sports where pressure, fame, and opinion can cloud clarity. But Topuria's mind is trained for war. He doesn't chase praise. He doesn't fear backlash. He builds his victories from the inside, and everything else becomes secondary. This is why he can handle pressure others crumble under. He's not waiting for the world to believe in him. He already believes in himself. When people misunderstand him or try to reduce him to sound bites or trash talk, it doesn't matter. He's not playing their game, he's playing his. And this is something few athletes, few humans ever master. Being able to say with total honesty, I already won because I became who I was meant to be. That's a terrifying kind of confidence. Not loud, not flashy, but unshakable. Precision, purpose, and focus. Watch Ilia Topuria in the octagon. Watch him in interviews. There's a pattern. He never wastes a word, a breath, or a step. Every action has purpose. Every moment has weight. This is not by accident. Topuria has built his life around the idea of maximum return on investment. If he moves, it matters. If he speaks, there's meaning. If he strikes, it's efficient and deadly. There's no fluff, no excess, only execution. And that's why he evolves so fast. He understands the law of high-frequency action. The more you act, the more you learn. The more you aim, the sharper you get. And if you do it all with focus and intention, you become unstoppable. But none of that would be sustainable if he didn't love what he does. That's the secret. True focus isn't about discipline alone. It's about meaning. You can only sustain that level of commitment if the path fills you, not drains you. Topuria is filled. You can see it in his eyes. He's not just chasing belts. He's becoming the best version of himself. And that's why, when he steps into the cage, he's calm, he's clear, he's dangerous. Build your inner victory first. If there's one lesson to take from Ilia Topuria's journey, it's this. Build your inner victory before the world notices. Because results come and go. Titles are temporary. But the version of yourself you fought to become, that's forever. Too many people tie their self-worth to results. They only feel good when they win. They spiral when they lose. But Ilia has broken that pattern. He's built a foundation no result can shake. And ironically, that's why the wins keep coming. Not because he's obsessed with outcome, but because he's obsessed with process. He doesn't chase approval. He doesn't wait for perfect timing. He plants his seed and nurtures it daily, long before it blooms. And when it finally does, it's not a surprise. It's inevitable. This mindset doesn't just apply to fighters. It applies to anyone trying to be excellent at anything. You can't control what others think. You can't control outcomes. But you can control the standard you hold yourself to. You can build something no one can take away. Topuria has done that. And that's why, no matter what happens next, win, lose, shine, stumble, he'll never truly be defeated. Because champions aren't crowned. They're built from within.